I mean, the law of Moses, or the law that God gave to Israel by Moses, is all about outward forms and appearances. I mean, this is what Paul was getting at when he wrote Romans 2:20, that the Jews having a form, a figure, an outward form of the knowledge and of the truth that is in Jesus Christ, who said in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I mean, we got to understand that, as Jesus said in John chapter 8, when he's rebuking the Jews, he's like, you judge after the flesh, I judge no man. And because we got to see, he's talking about outward appearances, because they were judging his disciples for going through and gleaning corn to eat on the Sabbath day because they were hungry. And he says, don't you know how it was written of David, how he and the men that was with him went into the temple and ate of the showbread, which is not lawful but for the priest to eat. He says, and they were guiltless, they were blameless, they were without fault for it. And he says, you judge after appearances. He says, don't judge after appearances, judge righteous judgment. And I mean, because we've got to see, as God told Moses, he says, see to it that you make the tabernacle and all of its furniture after the pattern that I showed you in the mount. And which is in Hebrews chapter 10, when he says that the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of those things, with those sacrifices, could make the comer thereunto perfect. And he's talking about the conscience, like he was in chapter 9:9, that, you know, he who did the service, those sacrifices could not make him who did the service perfect in regards to conscience. I mean, so we got to understand that, you know, henceforth know we no one after the flesh. 2 Corinthians 5:16, even though we may have known Jesus this way, we don't know him that way any longer. For this reason, if anyone be in Christ, they're a new creature. We need to understand the truth.